Hello, everyone. Hi, Instagram. Hi, Facebook. Welcome. I am Aimee Raupp of aimeeraupp.com, and I am a few minutes late to my weekly Facebook Live. I was having some technical issues, but here I am. Hi, it's so great to see and be with all of you. I know you saw a lot of me last week, and I appreciate all of your time. And I hope our stories of hope were extremely inspiring to all of you. And I hope you learned a lot, no matter what your decisions were, whether you took the leap and joined my Yes You Can Get Pregnant e-course, or you just watched the free mini e-course on improving your egg quality, or if you just tuned in and learned a lot about fertility and hope and belief systems and diet. I thank you. I thank you so much. And we're still on the fertility topic today because it's a popular conversation. And I did write a best-selling book called Yes You Can Get Pregnant. So I know a thing or two about fertility. And a lot of you reached out to us over the last few weeks with all of the free information we were giving away and had lots and lots of questions. And I think one question that came up so much was, do I need to do a cleanse? Like how do I need to eat? Like, what do I do to improve my egg quality? What do I do to get pregnant faster? What do I do to balance my hormones? And it's a question I hear all the time, and you guys should give me some hands up or a couple comments to let me know, is that something you think about a lot? I know there's other health and women's fertility experts out there that are like, do this cleanse, intermittent fast, do these different things. To get pregnant. And I want to share with you, let me see, I can't see all my Instagram people. I might raise that book one. Give me a second, guys. Let's see, I'm going to put the computer lower, actually. I think, there we go. Now, see, probably didn't change for you guys, but it changed dramatically for me. Now I can actually see my comments on Instagram as well, which is great. So yeah, lots of people ask, do I need to do a cleanse? I don't know. What do you think? Do you think your body needs to be detoxed? The way I look at it, and this is coming from a girl who is a recovering eating disorder person, so I have quite a strong opinion about detoxes and cleanses and starvation juice diets. I tend to think they mess with our mind a bit and are not the best, but I also see the importance of eating a clean and healthy diet, and that some people need like a reboot to get them there. Some people need this like jumpstart that looks like a cleanse or appears to be a cleanse or is detoxifying to help you get there. So totally, that makes sense to me. But this idea of doing a cleanse because you're toxic, I think, is not the right mindset, and it sets us up for this kind of abusive relationship with ourselves that like, I'm broken, I'm dirty, I need to starve myself to fix myself because otherwise I'll never get pregnant, or otherwise my hormones will always be screwed up, and it's my fault. And the way I approach it, what I talk about, especially in Yes You Can Get Pregnant, and really in any of my teachings, which hopefully you've started to absorb at this point, is your everyday life should be detoxed. Your thoughts should be detoxed. Your bath and beauty products should be detoxed. Your diet should be detoxed. And that should be an everyday thing. That should be a forever thing. That should be the kind of home and lifestyle you bring your children into. That should be your everyday life. So I don't think you need to detox or do a cleanse. I think you need a lifestyle overhaul. That might mean the same thing to some of you, but a 4-day juice cleanse is not going to fix your hormones. It's just not. It jumpstarts you to maybe start eating clean and to start thinking about food differently, but it's not going to fix anything long term. Long term, it's the consistency and frequency of making these changes that is going to fix you and your fertility. I don't think you're broken, and I don't want you to think you're broken, but doing a short-term thing is, you know, in my opinion, bullshit. It's not going to get us where we want to get. It's about frequency and consistency, and it's not just about food. It's about our lifestyle, and it's about our thoughts. Those are so important. I talk about a lot about emotional inflammation versus physical inflammation. So physical inflammation comes from our food. It comes from sugar and soy and gluten and, you know, these processed packaged things in our life, right? I should asterisk, it comes from non-organic gluten, non-organic sugar, processed, genetically modified foods, you know, a little asterisk there, because not all gluten is bad, and not all sugar is bad. I think all soy is kind of bad, but fermented non-GMO soy in moderation is fine as well. And I do think us labeling food as good and bad is not good either. So, you know, I myself try to get away from that too, but food is one piece, and that does cause physical inflammation. Your lifestyle choices 100% cause physical inflammation. How you're managing your stress causes physical inflammation. How you're sleeping, what bath and beauty products you're using, what sheets you're sleeping on, you know, the air you breathe in, you know, are you sitting indoors all day staring at screens? That's going to cause some physical inflammation. It just is. And then there's the emotional inflammation, which is the thoughts we think, how we approach our lives, what we say to ourselves when we look in the mirror, what we tell ourselves, like, you need a detox because your fertility is broken, your hormones are all screwed up, you need to do a juice cleanse. It's not going to fix you. You know, it's so much more than that. It's funny. You said, hi, Natalie. Thanks for joining us. I don't see any comments. Am I missing comments here? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe you're just seeing people roll on. Beth. Okay, never mind. Beth just said hi to someone, and I don't see any notifications from this someone, so I wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything because I love to see you guys. I see I'm getting some hands up and some hearts and thumbs up on Instagram and Facebook. You guys are liking this conversation. So, you know, I think we have to approach it differently. That, you know, the way we see it, right, from a Chinese medicine perspective is that when we're trying to create a human life, you know, the getting pregnant part is one tiny piece of it. It's a big piece. It's a big piece, but there's so much more to it. And it's about you having enough resources in your body to give up to create a human. Do you have an overflow of resources? Do you have an abundance of energy? Do you have an abundance of like that healthy glow? Are you absorbing and digesting your food efficiently and feeling really good every day? Do you feel rested? Does your body feel good? Do you feel alive and vital? That tells me you got the goods to give up to make a human. And not just any human, a really healthy human. That's the goal. So it's not about a starvation diet or about a crash course, a 30-day, you know, diet that you're not going to continue on your path for longer periods of time. It's really about the frequency and consistency of which you do things. And it's about the thoughts you think, it's about how you live your life, and it's about your food and your supplements and, you know, eating enough good quality fats. It is about that. So again, like I said, we had lots of questions from lots of you. And so what I thought about was there's a program that I have as part of my Yes You Can Get Pregnant e-course that has only to this point in time been for my students who join the e-course. And we've kept it private for particular reasons. And now what I'm doing is I'm actually opening it up to all the public. And so if you guys didn't have an opportunity to join the e-course, if it wasn't in your budget, if it just felt like too big of a leap, I want you to check out my Fertility Reboot program. It's a 30-day program. It's going to start on October 14th. And it's going to give you all the tools you need. And it's not just a 30-day cleanse. So I'm not being a hypocrite here. It is a reboot. It is going to help you reset your fertility. It is going to help you start to balance your hormones and shift your mindset from a place of anger or fear or sorrow or shame to a place of belief and hope and gratitude and appreciation. It is going to give you an awesome community of women. A lot of them are in my e-course, but there's a lot of you who will join who are not part of the e-course. You're going to get a community. You're going to get coaching with me for 4 times. So once a week for 4 weeks, you get live coaching sessions with me in our secret Facebook group. So no one has to know you're doing a fertility reboot program because the group is secret. You're going to get shopping lists, menus, meal plans, what is the word I want to look? Workbooks. You're going to get emails from me every single day on food and feelings. And we're going to guide you. I'm going to guide you step by step into the optimal fertility mindset and the fertility diet. And then I'm going to leave you at the end of those 30 days. And then it's up to you to consistently continue to follow it. And it will shift your fertility. I see questions rolling in. I just want to answer some of them. How do you know if you have either a dairy or gluten intolerance? I feel fine when I eat both, but I've experienced 3 chemicals in the last 2 years. So, you know, I've done a lot of research on this. Unfortunately, a lot of the food allergy tests out there are kind of just don't work, not as accurate as we'd like them to be. The absolute best way to know is to do an elimination diet. And that's exactly what my Fertility Reboot program is it's an elimination diet. The Reboot program is based on these 2 books, my last 2 books, Yes, You Can Get Pregnant and Body Belief. I basically join the 2 together and guide you on how to shift your belief systems and then figure out exactly the right foods for you. So we do a guided elimination diet in the Fertility Reboot. What I have found is that's the absolute best way to do it. And what I also found is that when you do it in a group and there's accountability, you knock it out of the park. When you are left to your own devices to read a book and follow a program, I know myself, I can't follow through. I need the support. I love doing these programs with my group because I literally do it because I have to be accountable to my people. And I love the experiences. I love the side effects. My skin glows, my clothes fit better. I like who I see in the mirror even better than I already do. And my cycle is amazing. And, you know, and I'm doing it to really keep my health and my fertility in check too. So how do you know if you have a gluten or a dairy issue? You got to do an elimination diet. The best way to do an elimination diet is in a group. So check out the Fertility Reboot. Instagram, the link is in my bio. Facebook, I think we just posted the link right now. It's aimeeraupp.com/fertility reboot. Pretty simple. I see some more questions. 43, soon to be 44, had a natural pregnancy at 40 and now 3. So I know I can have a successful pregnancy, currently reading your book. So again, I think I just answered your question. Got it, just for good health. I've never had fertility issues, but it's still great info to know. I agree. Listen, and one thing I say too is like, here's a little secret. This isn't about fertility. This is about health. When you're in optimal health, your fertility thrives. That's it, plain and simple. But health is not just physical. It's nutritional, it's mental, it's emotional, it's spiritual. That's the stuff, that's the juice. You do all those things together. And that's why this program, again, like I said, has been a secret in cahoots. It's been just for my fertility girls, just for the girls that are in my e-course. And this year we said, you know what? So many people want access to this information and maybe they can't afford the e-course. Maybe they didn't want to take the leap. So let's give them this. For $111, you're going to get this incredible 30-day program, which will give you a lot of insight because you're going to get so much time with me in the group and so much coaching from me. It's group coaching, right? But you're going to write in your questions every week and I'm going to guide you and assist you. It's awesome. What do you think about this one? Natural fertility shop. Okay, I can't open it on Instagram right now. I'll look at it and I'll comment later, okay? What are your thoughts on menstrual cycles under 28 days? I used to be regular 28, 29. Now I'm having 25, 26. What's most important is that you're ovulating in the middle of that and that you have a 12 to 14 day luteal phase. So if ovulation has also moved up, it's probably perfectly fine. I would also look at like, are you bleeding less? Like that's important to know. I want the same amount of blood, you know. Did you lose weight? Are you skinnier than you were for your last pregnancy that you carried to term? All of these things. Okay, I see questions on Facebook. Let me chime in here. Love your approach to lifelong health. Not a fad. Sorry if this question has been asked before, but what are your thoughts on how long to wait again after a miscarriage? How many cycles after an early miscarriage? I miscarried at 7 weeks. My OB said I could try as soon as I get my first real period. I followed your plan in the book for 3 months before we tried. Should I wait another 3 months? I read your endometrium sheds during a miscarriage and needs time to heal. Yeah, I think if you didn't have, that was, you miscarried on your own, and, as soon as your period comes back, that next cycle to try is fine. Absolutely. And listen, the work you did those 3 months prior, which is awesome. Kudos to you. I'm so sorry you had a miscarriage. It sucks. Is still in your system, and it's still giving you the benefits. So now you're just going to continue to build upon that and be even healthier for the next time around. So the moment you get a period, that ovulation, you are good to try again, honey. Is Rubio's the best tea? I have Raynaud, so my hands and feet are always cold, so I make tea a lot throughout the day. I think Rubio's is decaf, right? I would just say no more than 1 cup of, caffeinated beverage a day. And that with tea, just really make sure it's organic, and that the tea bags are like the clear mesh ones, not the bleached ones, so just buy a good quality tea. I think that's the most important thing. You mentioned on your quiz, are you having trouble losing weight? I eat well and exercise regularly. Will these types of issues be addressed? Oh, absolutely, they will be addressed. So absolutely, that'll be addressed. And not just from what to eat perspective to help your weight shift, but from a mindset perspective too. We talk a lot about the mindset piece around food. I was told I have 2 copies of the MTHFR gene, trying to conceive since 2014. Several IUIs, 3 IVFs, 1 miscarriage, currently in my 2-week wait from an IUI. Should I take aspirin during my 2-week wait? I hate to make general recommendations via the internet because I don't really know your case, but if I know about 2 copies of the MTHFR, I want to make sure you're on methylfolate, make sure you're taking a methylated folate, taking nothing with folic acid, 0, no folic acid whatsoever anywhere in any of your packaged goods, in any of your vitamins, only methylfolate. And I would take upwards of 1,000 milligrams a day. Make sure you're doing that. And I would personally do a baby aspirin in the 2-week wait. I would, yes. Because being cold is a symptom of that. Being cold is a symptom of what? Oh, might have anemia. Yeah, being cold is a symptom of that. Thyroid is a symptom of that. Loyal Hannah, how are you? I still love that jumpsuit, by the way, Loyal Hannah. Loyal Hannah is a great maternity wear. Anyway, hi. Okay, so sign up for the Fertility Reboot. Let me just see 2 new comments. I love the program. Amy, scroll up here. Okay. Thank you so much, Amy, for answering my question. I used the self-clean oven twice around the time of implantation, and it got so fumey. I was careful, but didn't realize how super toxic it is. What I will say, do not beat yourself up. You did nothing wrong. You did nothing wrong. And we have to trust the process here. Miscarriages absolutely suck, and it's impossible to not go back over in your head 100,000 times of all the things that could have caused whatever happened. Trust. You are doing the best you can do, and your child, your future child, knows this. They say in the spirit baby world that you did not lose the spirit of that child. That child will come back to you. Just a physical loss, and I'm not saying just the physical loss, because it sucks. There's no other way you can slice it. It just sucks, and that is what it is. And you give yourself the space and the grace to heal, but be easy on yourself because you did nothing wrong. Okay, everything unfolded the way it was supposed to, and I know that's painful, but you did nothing wrong. Okay. But I wouldn't use the self-clean oven anymore. No, I'm kidding. I'm being silly. Okay, that lady said she is cold and drinks a tea a lot. Oh, thank you, Carol. I'm like, where was that? I missed the connection. Thank you so much, Carol. Yeah, she's cold a lot. So right, that could be anemia. That could be a thyroid thing. That could just be, we say, blood deficiency in Chinese medicine. So I don't know enough about the case. I do prefer warm or lukewarm fluids over ice cold ones. I think it's just better for the body. How can we tell if we're absorbing and digesting nutrients properly? I think the number one way we can tell that we are is poop. You should be pooping at least once a day. It should be well formed, one piece, easy to pass. You should have very little gas or bloating, and your skin should glow. Your hair, your nails should be thick and healthy. Those are all really good signs that you're absorbing your nutrition. Does your reboot program have alternative options for food? There are so many foods I don't like. Yes, because we have very picky people. We have gotten used to alternative options, and we have them for you guys. I carry your book with me everywhere. Aw, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. You're probably the only one that I know that doesn't say caffeine coffee. I gave up coffee 2 months ago and I'm hurting. I used to drink organic. Yeah. Show me the research. There really isn't any research that says that coffee is bad for you. The research is about non-organic coffee. So the pesticide load absolutely is terrible for you. And I never recommend pesticides. Coffee on an empty stomach is terrible for you as well and terrible for your fertility. I never would recommend that. But 1 cup of a caffeinated beverage every single day is perfectly fine for your fertility. If you have a bad reaction to caffeine, I don't recommend it, obviously. But if you don't, and if you eat it with a fat and a protein and not on an empty stomach, you are going to be fine. And it needs to be organic. I personally do French press. I don't even use any of the filters. My water that I make it with is all filtered water. Like, I am really particular about my coffee. When I travel, I bring my own coffee. I bring my own French press. I only use filtered water. Like, that's how coffee should be made. I bought your Yes You Can Get Pregnant. So empowering. Wondering what your thoughts on low AMH in irregular periods. I was told the AMH is very low for my age. I'm 40. Again, it's just a number. It can change. AMH is secreted by the ovaries. So you want to improve ovarian health and blood flow. Things like acupuncture, castor oil packs, mind abdominal massage will really help. Reducing inflammation in the body will really help. Check out the Fertility Reboot program, because also where that number gets in your head, where you're beating yourself up about your brokenness, even though I don't think you're broken, we're going to really rework those beliefs. So again, if you guys are interested in me holding your hand for 4 weeks to show you exactly what you need to do and think and be to help you optimize your fertility, I got your back. Join the Fertility Reboot. We're kicking off October 14th. I think you have, I don't know, another week or so to sign up, so you have time. If you want to know more information about it, head over to my website, aimeeraupp.com/fertility reboot. You can also go and take my fertility quiz and learn more about your body. That's on my website. If you just go to aimeeraupp.com, the top of the website, take my fertility quiz, learn more about your fertility and what I would recommend for you. Do you consider adding the fat and protein to the coffee the same as having fat and protein? Do you consider adding fat and protein the same as having fat and protein with your coffee? Yeah, you could do it that way too. I would just make sure you eat first and then start drinking your coffee. That makes sense? Can you share what coffee you drink? I do Bulletproof, and I add collagen peptides, coconut oil, coconut milk. Sometimes I add bone broth protein instead of the peptides. I just decide whatever I want. I do the vanilla bone broth protein sometimes. I've been doing acupuncture for 3 years. I'm going broke at this point. Can all these other things without the acupuncture still get results? I'm on Chinese herbs. Yeah, I do have an acupressure guide too that could be really helpful, that you could check out, that you could then do on your own at home, or even just do acupuncture once a month. I think is still really helpful. You don't have to go every week. We'll do all the details on your site. The details are on my site, aimeeraupp.com/fertility reboot. All the details are there. And it's a really pretty page, I think. Okay, so any more comments? Let's see, Christina, I feel like, Beth, did I get everybody's comments and questions? Okay, so I'm going to go because I have to go back into my Yes You Can Get Pregnant e-course group because the girls have so many questions this week and I want to give them all my attention. So I'm going to leave you guys and go back to my secret group and just leave you with the thought of, if you want me to hold your hand for 30 days and give you coaching in a group setting and menus and meal plans and recipes and shopping lists and homework and guidance on resetting your mind and shifting your beliefs and liking your body more and being more on your own team, check out the Fertility Reboot program. I think it's really inexpensive. It's a very low price point for all you're getting from me. You can either pay $111 once, or you can do 2 payments of $67, and it's a game changer. I can't tell you the feedback from that 30-day program from all of my, e-course girls and my elite fertility coaching students is just incredible, the transformations. So there's nothing, you can get the books and just follow that, absolutely, if you're that kind of person, but most people need a group and a community and the accountability, and I'm here to help support you, and so is my community. So all my e-course students are going to be in there with you, and you're going to get this incredible community of women. Thank you for holding these live sessions and actually answering our questions. I've been much more positive since following you the last 2 weeks. Oh, well, thank you. I love you. And I give you lots of credit for just showing up for yourself the way you are. I'd love to do it, but I'm traveling. So we'll probably do it again in the new year. So just keep your ears and eyes out. Get on my mailing list. I know we all get like a shit ton of emails these days, but if you feel like being on another list, go onto my website and get on my list, and then you'll know about the next one. Or just keep following me here. We're going to be posting about it on social media, so you could do another one. You could also do it, I have some of my girls in the e-course that aren't going to be able to take part in all of it. So I said, just do the best you can do. Like, even if you just tune in for the mindset and the coaching and you just get the emails and then commit to yourself to do it at a later date, you'll have access to all the videos and everything forever once you purchase. So you could just do it on your own at a later date and just really listen and take everything in. Everybody's different on how they learn. But I've had a lot of people go through it and not fully commit to the diet, but really just take it in. And then like the next time we do it, they're in. So there's that. Okay. So anyway, I love you guys. Oh, wait, there's a new comment on Facebook. Okay. We're good. All right. I'm going to go. I'll talk to you guys next week. Or am I going to see you next week? I'm traveling next week. I don't know if I'm going to do a Facebook Live next week. I might just do some, random pop-ins, but I'm going to be in Iceland for a girls trip with 2 of my best girlfriends, and I'm very excited to go see the Northern Lights and do some hiking and just chilling with my girls for a couple days in Iceland. I've never been, so I will talk to you guys soon. Bye. Have a great day.